Hello ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, bringing you the ace match set 5 between SKT1 and SKT, and it is going to be as I suspected. It will be Sun and Brave. They are all that remains. On the right side of the map in green, we do have, for SKT1, we do have Sun. Or Rain if you prefer. I like Sun better than Rain. Yeah, just in general. I like Sun better than Rain. And then on the left side of the map in red, we're going to have Brave for SKT. So this should be very, very interesting. Two of the lesser known backup Protosses on some pretty Protoss heavy teams. JB Stork, Best, Bisu, and then these are like the backup Protosses. So it's kind of cool what we're gonna see here. Brave for SKT has gotten a decent bit of, got a lot of playtime last season actually, and he's actually gotten a decent bit of playtime so far this season as well. Has played 3 times with 2 wins, wins against Xavi and Jaehoon, and a loss against Hydra. And then for Sun, let's take a look at what Sun's done. He has played a lot more this season actually. He's played about 7 games this season, 6 games this season, no 7, and he is 3-4 to start. So he's having a little bit less luck. He's on a 3-game losing streak, 4-game losing streak right now actually. Won his first 3 this season, lost his last 4. So he's a little bit behind right now, and been struggling of late for Sun. So Brave definitely coming in here with a little bit of a better momentum coming his way. He's been playing pretty decently this season, and Sun's been going through some struggles. But it doesn't look like we're going to have any shenanigans here early on in this game. Not like, unlike last game, we're not going to have any weird build like one base build, which is really only weird in PvZ. It's kind of a given in PvP. But we're going to have to see what goes on in the ace match. This is going to be so exciting. I'm pumped. This is going to be fun. I love ace matches. Even though they're not actually ace matches anymore, because they're just regular players, and you can't really afford to put your best player in the 5th slot. You've really got to put him in somewhere in your first 3, 4th if you're really if you're kind of asking for it. If you put your top player in the 4th slot, you're kind of asking for it. So yeah, you don't really get to see the true ace matches as much anymore, but still very, very fun to see who teams decide to send out here. It's much more strategic in the lineup creation than it was before, and so that's what we're gonna get. Brave versus Sun, kind of a little bit different. We're gonna throw a little bit of a monkey wrench at you in terms of the matchup here. I don't think most people would have expected to see this game, but that's what we got. And it looks like Brave's actually managed to get his Cybernex core up a little bit earlier, but he does have his Zealot. Not really sure what happened there. To be honest, I wasn't watching really close attention. Maybe he produced his second Zealot, but then we would see the second pile. I'm not really sure exactly what. I feel kind of bad. I'm a terrible commentator. I am so sorry. I'm a terrible commentator. I can't tell you exactly why Sun's core is later than Rain's, or than Brave's. It really isn't making any sense to me, but it is. It is slightly later. Probably shouldn't be. Certainly isn't going to be significant. It's just one of those oddities that you don't really see that sort of thing very often in mirror matchups. When you go for mirror builds, mirror matchups, you don't really see any variation in pro gamer builds, which is why I was just very, very confused. But it doesn't really matter. Both players getting there at the same supply. Both players getting their Dragoon range as well. It just looks like somehow Brave has. I don't know. I'm not going to figure it out by thinking about it here. We're just going to have to see how it plays out. There's 2 Zealots out for Brave, and probably 2 out as well for Sun. As we go on here, Robotics Facility, 1 gate Robo from Brave, and for Sun, what have we got here? 1 gate into Robo, 1 gate Robo. But once again, it's a little bit late. I don't understand why it's even a few seconds late. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. Second gateway coming up for Brave as well. And Brave's actually gonna get his scout in by going the roundabout way, gonna hop in over the back here. Once again, I love it. I love the fact that all these maps have these like little roundabout backways. I think it's awesome. I think it's super cool. And he's gonna jump in here for the scout, but there's a pylon there from Sun scouting it out, and the Dragoons for Sun are gonna pull back and try and stop Brave, and yeah, he's easily gonna be able to stop this Dragoon from getting through, and there it goes, gets picked off. Doesn't get a ton of information, but however, the one piece of information that he does get that is kind of important is he knows that there's no natural expansion up, so he knows it isn't a 1-gate expansion. He knows it's some sort of tech build. Now, of course, he doesn't know whether it's a Robo or a Citadel or what the tech actually is, but he knows that it's some sort of a tech build. And he's just waiting, and he just has to wait and see what that is. A robotics facility is completed for Brave, and there is the robotic support bay. So the support bay is already operational. So we will be getting Shuttle Reaver out from Brave, and on Sun's side we will have Observatory first. So we will get scouting advantage to Sun, military advantage to Brave, at least originally, and then it will even out pretty quickly actually. Provided nothing crazy happens, and there is a huge engagement. If Brave can pull off an engagement in the gap when he's got Shuttle Reaver and Sun does not, of course he would almost assuredly come out ahead. But that's just the nature of the game. If you can hold out for that extra little bit, you can use your scouting advantage to really understand your opponent, and you'll have the comfort of knowing what your opponent is doing, which is certainly very, very important in this game. And pretty standard stuff coming in here from both players. Brave starting to push out across the map a little bit. He might actually be able to pick off this probe as well. Yeah, he's going to pick off that probe pretty easily. There he goes. And so Dragoon count revealed for Brave onto Sun, and Sun's just going to try and hold on to the top of this ramp right here. Looks like he's pretty content just to macro up, wait for his observer before he does anything crazy. There is his observer, just going to continue scouting around. He knows exactly where Brave's forces are now, and yeah, now he's just going to develop his game from here. Here comes Brave with the Reaver though, and I don't think Sun knows about this because of the odd pattern his observer took. He actually suspected. The reason you see that observer pattern is because if you go straight across and your opponent has observers as well, and they're the ones in the middle of the field, you will actually lose your observer. So that's why you saw that odd pattern. But unfortunately, he didn't catch the shuttle because of that odd pattern, which is not a bad idea. It's just unlucky in this case. He didn't catch that shuttle, so he had no idea the position he was in. And so now here comes Brave and trying to force an engagement. He's actually going to be able to force this, and Sun's actually in kind of trouble right now. He does not have a Reaver in play. He is getting one in now, but this Reaver for Brave has already gotten several shots off, and here we go. Here is the fight coming in here. Shuttle Reaver for both players, and it looks like that Reaver and all the Dragoons have gone, and the Reaver goes down 2 for Sun. That is game. That is series. That is match. Brave is going to win this game for Samsung Khan with that critical mistake by Sun. That is huge. That is a ginormous error. I cannot believe he made that error. Actually, I am actually kind of shocked that he messed it up and wasn't able to pick that Reaver up. But there it is. That is game. Brave wins in very, very quick fashion. Less than 10-minute game. Sun goes down. Very, very disappointing for Sun, and he's gonna go back and he's gonna have to go explain to Bisu and Best why he didn't pick up that Shuttle Reaver, or pick up that Reaver with the shuttle. And that's gotta be, that's gotta be a little disheartening. You've gotta go back and look Bisu in the face and be like, dude, I didn't pick it up in time. I'm sorry, yo. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not as good as you. That's gotta suck. That's gotta suck to be like the 3rd or 4th best Protoss on either of these teams, and you're just like, please don't screw up. Please let me don't mess up a game where like I know that they could have won and I just screwed it up. And unfortunately, in this case, Sun messed up. Yeah, I think he was in a bad position from the beginning. Even if he had managed to pick up that Reaver, he would have still been in a bad position. But it certainly wouldn't have been over because it would have been very difficult for Brave to get down the ramp. And then it becomes a little bit of an interesting game that you'll see develop. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen here. We don't get an extended PvP here for the ace match, but Brave does win for Samsung Khan, and SKT takes the walk. They are the losers, and Samsung Khan the winners in a very, very fun and entertaining series. There's a lot of good games in this series, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys all later next time. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure what I'll cast next, but next time I'll see you guys there. I hope you enjoyed this. GG's, folks.